When Portlanders have a development project, whether it's a kitchen remodel or a multi-million-dollar high-rise, they come to the Development Services Center in downtown Portland. It's the city's one-stop shop for anyone who wants to build or make changes to structures. Each BDS review group has expertise and jurisdiction over local, state, and international building codes. Staff at partner bureaus such as Water, Transportation, Environmental Services, and Fire administer their own codes too, right here in our building. At BDS, we aim to provide efficient service and are always looking for ways to improve, which is why we have the Portland Online Permitting System, or POPS. POPS is making significant improvements to the systems used for development review in Portland. It will change the way that we do business, but it's not going to be like flipping a switch. With so many business processes, changing everything at once would be a disruption to our customers. Instead, it's all about making incremental improvements. With POPS, there are 6 improved functions that will be implemented, including electronic plan review, web-based customer portal and inspection scheduling, and mobile apps for our inspectors and customers. One of the largest projects led by POPS is upgrading software used in the current TRACS permitting system, which is a system we've used to track and manage permits since 1999. To understand how POPS will affect customers, let's look at what the city does now. Permit technicians use a checklist to determine that the customer's permit application package is complete. Once all the information is in place, the permit technician inputs it into TRACS. Each permit application package has 4 sets of plans. With some projects, plans need to be reviewed by more than 20 review groups. This can slow things down by having to route plans to 4 reviewers at a time until all of them have completed their reviews.
For the Concourse Z expansion project, when we went to submit that project to the process manager, we had hundreds of pounds of material, rolls of plans, boxes of specifications, so it took a hand truck and 2 or 3 helpers to lug it all up.
This summer, POPS is rolling out electronic plan submission and review for a small group of our largest projects. We plan to expand to more projects in the near future. Electronic plan review allows all potential reviewers to look at plans at the same time. They can count specific things like water fixtures and trees and keep a digital tally to make sure everything is where it's needed on a plan, right from their screen. They can also see the comments and markups of other reviewers, which will help avoid conflicts.
We don't print blueprints and hard copy drawings anymore except for the City of Portland. You know, if there's a way to find out what your check sheet is, what are the issues you need to resolve, and resolve it all from your desk, that's a fantastic improvement.
Based on these first reviews, customers often have to come back into the Development Services Center to make corrections on their paper plans. When the plans pass all plan review groups, we issue a permit, which gives the customer permission to start doing construction work. While some types of permits are issued from our existing online portal, most types of construction permits need to have their fees paid and the approved plans picked up in person at the Development Services Center. Next year, POPS will be rolling out the first phase of the expanded customer portal. In this first phase, we will launch the ability for customers to pay permit and development review fees, have expanded search capabilities, and access to documents online.
The time is money for all of us out in the field, being able to speed up that process so that we can just stay at our offices or on our construction sites to take care of the things we need to do, rather than coming down here is a great tool.
Transparency for the public will also increase, allowing greater access to information about development in their neighborhood. During construction, customers need to request inspections along the way to make a permit final. Right now, customers call our phone system to schedule each required inspection. Inspectors start their day at 6:30 a.m. They print out a list of their inspections and input them into Google Maps to organize their route. It can take an hour or more to set up their inspections for the day. Thanks to POPS, a new automated scheduling system will optimize the routes that inspectors will take. These changes will help minimize time in the office at the beginning and the end of each day, maximizing capacity to get inspections done in the field. Inspectors take notes and photos of different project sites throughout the day. Each inspector has their own system of managing paperwork for each of the inspection sites. At the end of the day, they type up all their notes into tracks and download photos from their camera to put into the report. This can take a couple hours to do, which is time they're not spending doing actual inspections. POPS will also roll out improvements so inspectors can do their work with a single app. Inspectors will be able to access tracks on their phones and tablets. And when they're on site, inspectors can take notes on their phone. They can even take photos and videos that get uploaded directly into the new track system. Within the next year, POPS will offer contractors an app to help them schedule and track inspections. They'll also get notifications for inspection results and can see those results right from their phones.
I think that when people are informed there are less of these questions that sort of live in the ether, like what's happening with my plans, or who's got them, or who needs to look at them, or maybe it's my designer or architect or contractor who hasn't done their work, instead of them thinking that it's the city that hasn't done their work. So I think it's going to bring like a new level of information sharing and transparency that will kind of keep everybody happy.
POPS is part of the City of Portland's efforts to put our customers at the center of everything we do. What do you want to build today?